it comes to throwing sidearm putter shots, which I think is a very important part of the game, for me at least, it's easier to face the basket and throw a little chip shot than it is to turn away and throw a touchy backhand. But due to the putters not having as wide as the rim as the driver, they're not as torque resistant. So, with the driver, you can really force it over, rip it over. It's always gonna, get out of that wobble and, straighten out itself. But with a putter, it's not gonna try to do that because there's not as much meat, I guess, on the edge of the rim. So to do that, it's really about getting the snap and keeping the angle controlled the entire way through the pull through and not, letting it dip too much or do any weird crap. So first of all, my grip, I think it's a little bit important. There's a couple different sidearm grips, but I think the most effective one is just the traditional stack grip. 2 fingers, pushing into the rim, not sideways like this, but pushing in. And then these 2 fingers kind of just pinch or rest right there. So to keep it, keep it stable flying, I like to keep my disc in front of my elbow. And then when I go to reach back like this, put my weight on my back leg, I snap my elbow through and the disc stays in the same spot the whole time. It stays right over this spot. And it gets to a point where my elbow can't go any further forward without the disc launching forward. So that's the whole goal, is to kind of create that slingshot effect just like with the backhand. It's just a little tougher with the sidearm because you obviously can't get it tight to your body. So it looks like this. Here, snap the elbow, pop, flick the wrist, keep it stable the whole flick. So here we go. And if you're looking to increase your sidearm power, I also recommend doing the stack grip. Same thing, fingers pushing into the rim. That way, when you're throwing, you're not going sideways, you're going down with the wrist. That way, if you keep your fingers against the rim with the pads, the motion is this. Instead of if your fingers are sideways like that, the motion's that. That's not a proper forehand throw motion. You want to turn your wrist and do this motion. You have a lot more range of motion that way. So once you have your grip down, make sure you nice little pinch, good little grip, tight to the flight plate, but also keep your wrist loose. That way you can get the snap. So when I'm talking sidearm power, you're using your body to be the lever throwing the shot, and your arm is kind of just the noodle that's connected to it. While having a strong grip, a stiff arm isn't going to be good for a sidearm, because it's not going to get that power. With the backhand, as we know, it's good to be loose because it creates that whip, that coil. Same with the sidearm, just keep it loose. Let your arm be loose, don't be too tense. It's all about getting the elbow in front of your body and keeping it tight to your body as well. So when it comes to getting power, I feel like it's important to use the hips and the shoulders. It all comes from the ground up, so you're going to start here. When you're doing your run up, get your weight on your back leg, and when you go here, go into, reach your plant foot out. Same thing with the sidearm as the backhand. There's an imaginary tube right here that your disc stays over the whole time. You're lining up here, stays over the tube until you start to fire your shoulders through. So you do this motion here. It's all about using the back foot, firing the hips forward, getting the shoulders rotated fast as possible. The faster your shoulders rotate, the faster the disc will go. So rotate the shoulders, keep the disc tight to your body, elbow in front, and it should look like this. Hope that helps, guys. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments, and leave your suggestions for more videos in the comments. Thanks.